Hey, friends. So, when you think about construction scheduling as a whole, how well are we doing it? Are we any good at construction scheduling? It's a really tough question to ask, but Michael Pink and his team over there at Smart PM took a stab at trying to answer it. So, they recently released the State of Construction Scheduling Report 2025. And some of the insights are pretty great. It's hard for us as schedulers to get our hands on kind of industry data. There's not that much reporting across the board that's being done, but now we're starting to see a little bit more of that. So when I see reports like this come out, I grab them. Yeah, maybe I'm mentioned in there as well, and Plan Academy gets a mention and has a page or two. But let me talk about one or two things that I really liked about this report or some of the content that I saw. So, this report is based on 3,500 survey responses as well as over 70,000 baseline projects that were analyzed by the Smart PM tool. So it's a big amount of data. It's the analysis of the projects as well as the survey responses. Now, remember me, I'm a training guy. I'm thinking about the people side of this. So there is tons of content in here about how schedules are poor, about areas for improvement. These are things that we try to put into our courses to teach how to do good scheduling. But there's a couple key things in this report that I really caught my attention. So let me head over here to page 16. This question is, what are the biggest challenges in scheduling today? This is what they were asked in the survey. And I thought this graph really told a great story. Number one, managers, they can't find qualified staff, or there's a lack of qualified staff. Maybe they have staff, but those staff are not knowledgeable, or maybe they're just struggling to find the right qualified staff out there in the world. This resonates with me. I'm asked often, do you have any schedulers who have got 3 to 5 years of experience that can do this kind of work? And here's the truth: schedulers are in high demand. It's hard to find really good schedulers. I'm wondering too if companies are struggling to train from the ground up. I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why we can't mentor people into these scheduling roles. But the point is, there's a need for schedules, which is good in our industry. It means that there's more focus on schedules. We're seeing more importance around schedules. Companies are realizing how important that is, and they are trying to get people into the roles to help do good scheduling. So I know there's a problem, but to me, it's a good problem that we're having. It means scheduling is going to be around for a while. There's definitely some data in this report about AI, and you can check that out about how we're using AI and whatnot. But for the moment, we really have this great opportunity where scheduling is becoming more at the forefront. Yay for us. So this one hit home with me as well. Less than 4% of construction companies have a dedicated project controls team. Wow, that's staggering. It doesn't mean that we're not doing scheduling. We could be doing scheduling, but there's lack of structure. This to me kind of resonates with how when we're planning projects, our estimates are always way too optimistic. I think that happens inside organizations as well, not in planning projects, but in planning what it's going to take from a scheduling perspective to deliver a great project. I know I can speak to that from my own experience. So I think companies need to invest more in scheduling, invest in building up their teams, invest in mentorship. Those are some of the things I would really love to see. In fact, I really love this graph too on page 37, where it talks about, based on project size, how much man hours or how many man hours are required for proper schedule oversight in terms of reviewing the schedules, looking at delay analysis, predictive assessments. I would put in there, we could also add in here reporting or more, schedule development, some other things. But this is not a complete picture, but it does give you a little bit of a view. So go and check out the State of Construction Scheduling report. Have a look. Leave me a comment, some of the things that you find inside. I would love to know your thoughts. All right, happy planning. Michael out.